things with the shell for inside the country. I don't know if you can hear me now. I forgot to turn on my mic. Thank you so much. Yep. So I thought to do a very quick one before I will come back later in the night to just do another live. I just had to test run this live on the go so that in case anytime where I fit travel, make a fit quickly, sharply, attend to life like this before so that we go fit the do sharp. Okay, so I told you for the headline where this carry come Middle Belt Forum, Dele Farotimi don't give thumbs up and kudos to the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, say go ahead. We believe your one-term promise we will make. Now, the reason why a lot of people are excited about the Middle Belt Forum giving kudos to Peter Obi one-term promise now because saying when not they use vote they threaten people. Part of where did they use threaten the most now because of the middle belt. Say not when they ever agree. Say in fact when they make mount or when not they talk about vote generally they count particularly mostly the middle belt too. I mean apart from say part of the heaviest amount of votes they coming from the northwest. But middle belt, another place we be say now their stronghold where did they hold on to and then what did they try use make mouth for inside the election. But then now, if the middle belt forum, where be saying that them don't, especially the middle belt generally, we don't suffer the most inside the APC administration. If you look at the things that they happen for inside the middle belt from 2015 till date, the things that they go on for Plateau State, the things that they go on Benue State and all that. And remember, say most of these people, they be Christians, they not be really Muslims, as you good thing say them be. So now you make most times people they make mouth say, oh, the vote of the North, go feel joke with North too, because not with their vote. Are this middle belt over then be North too now. Are they not part of the North? They also share in that vote too now. So the middle belt people don't come out and talk. Say they believe Peter Obi, not just because he's a politician, but because he's one politician that they have seen that has got integrity. And I'm going to read excerpt of their conversation of their publication so that go talk saying my handwriting on my mouth so you see them. And then Dele Farotimi, let's start even with Dele Farotimi. Of course, that one day everywhere because he talking for national television for Inside Channel's Sunrise morning program this morning. Now, because of the whole brouhaha and hula baloo, where they come up because of the statement Peter Obi make for one term, Farotimi can note and say Peter Obi actually told him about that one-term agenda during the 2023 election, that it wasn't even something he started now. And as I would always say, why is it all of a sudden now where that one-term agenda can begin make so much wave, where people begin vex, where people begin talk, say, no, you cannot do one term, you cannot do one term, you're a liar. Anybody who tells you he will do one term is a liar. How come? Did they not hear him when he said that in 2023 and 2022? I mean, you notice I don't play video here over time where he be say come out from Arise Television when Ruben Abati himself read that report, say Peter Obi saying go do one term. So I keep wondering why it wasn't a problem all along when he had made that promise. Why is it a problem now in 2027? Because for 2027, they don't they obvious say the North they agitated and they go only one person will go indeed abide by one-term promise. And then few saying that the greatest tool to use the market Peter will be that. And I'm waiting make the use and the market them. But the problem now be say not just when the North they talk, say they talk generally, but the Middle Belt Forum, now part of the North too now. They say don't come and talk, say no, we believe Obi for a one-term agenda. So now we don't like say the North don't they divided between the Northeast, the North Central, and the Middle Belt. Now, how they go come take Duam? Wait, be said they don't talk. But let's focus on what Dele Farotimi said first of all. He gave some insight or examples. When he talks, say people like Obasanjo do 8 years. What did he really use the 8 years achieve? Because people go say most of the work when doing achieve for the first 4 years. Right, and then Buhari do 8 years. What he use in 8 years to achieve? Because a lot of people go also argue, say, for Buhari 8 years, most of the things the way be say he supposed to, he only achieve them. That is, if he really even achieved anything, according to people. So why do we make it look like it's not achievable for anybody to actually do one term? In fact, according to Rame talks in people will no get vision, people will be say they no waiting they go carry that, people will no get dream, will no get desire, will no get will not think and say they go do work. So now them need extra years. You talk, I mean, say 2 years of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, but you don't see how back you don't take the country to. 2 years, you don't take the country back. Well, we'll go look at this, and I'll also give you updates on what get to do with the Ibom Air saga will happen. But I wanted to leave that conversation to later in the day so that I could play on the videos to use match up the conversation. But going back to what Dele Farotimi said, you remember he's a human rights lawyer and all that. So he said 8 years of Obasanjo. What did he do with it? Quoting him now, he said Muhammad Buhari did 8 years. What did he also do with it? He turned Nigeria, or how did he turn Nigeria? But what did he turn Nigeria into? He said President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has done 2 years now. See where we are now, and he has taken Nigeria 50 years backward from where we are already. Eh? So he says, so it's not really about how much time the person spends. It's a function of what they do with the time that they have. Farotimi said this, of course, today, and I told you why. Now, Obasanjo was Nigeria's president from May 1999 to 2027. Waiting he achieve inside. 2007 rather. Waiting he achieve inside. Now he said again, he said, I first heard this one-term presidency idea from Peter Obi during the elections cycle in 2023. It's not about how long he says he wishes to serve. I'm more interested in what he intends to do with that time that he wants to serve. Waiting in go do at that time when he be saying won't serve. That's what he says. And that this is what Nigerians should be thinking about, how to hold their leaders or people who won't vote accountable based on what they want to do at the given time. Our constitution talks in a 4-year cycle. So why are we making noise over this, whether person do 6 years or you do 5 years or you do 10 years? Now, quoting him further, he says, if I ever run for the presidency of Nigeria, I wouldn't require more than 2 years to do everything I need to do. You don't need a long term to achieve lasting change. But the question should be, what does he intend to do within the one term when saying good do? Now, that's not the question. He further says, if I have the opportunity, we should stop having a second term for presidents. It should be 5 years. That is what South Korea does. So people just come there, face their job, do their job, and get out. Instead of it to say, oh, I go do 15 years, I go do 1 year. Or in fact, what happens with these 2 years and 4 years, these double tenure way everybody they look for? If you notice, almost every administration, not just for Nigeria, including abroad, most governments, they did at their best for their first tenure. Their second tenure, they do you anyhow because they don't expect you to vote them back into power. So most government, they did at their best for their very first tenure. After the first tenure, more na garbage in, garbage out. So if it be say the first term of President Tinubu, would they see this kind of thing, what would they see right now? Or people they complain like this? Then imagine how the second term could be like. And then you remember what Obi says, Obi said rather, that this whole thing about because of say people go on do second term and all that, it they make people just lose focus. People go just use 1 year only work. When they come into power, they'll use 1 year and work, and the rest of the years they go just use them. They do politicking so that they go vote them into second term. And when you now get that second term vote, bye. It don't become something else because that second term, now you won't use recover the struggle and suffer where you suffer to use get the second term election. So it looks like people who do 8 years only work for 1 or 2 years, and the rest of the years they need to use them achieve anything at all again. So what is the essence of the 8 years tenure if this is what they would do with it? And that's what's happening. Now, going to that Middle Belt Forum, the Middle Belt Forum, MBF, has said former presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, is a man of integrity. Reading from the excerpt of the report now, and can be trusted to keep his promise to do single term rather, if elected as president. Now, the forum maintained that as a man of honor, the Middle Belt believe that former Anambra State governor will keep his words to the letter because he has a proven track record of having integrity. Now, the national president of the Middle Belt Forum, Dr. Bitrus Pogu, now talked this one while reacting to the promise by the former presidential candidates to serve a single term in election. See this one, it don't they make noise, it don't they make wave. Now, quoting him for where in Tokam, he talks, say, we believe Peter Obi is a man of honor, and we believe if he gets to win and he promises just one thing, anything he promises, he will do it. But like I have said before, like I always say, we are here, we are where we are because we are not yet a nation yet. Quoting him now, this is why several factors have continued to hold us back from attaining the dreams of our founding fathers. Otherwise, how many terms one would how many terms one would occupy in office ought to be determined by the constitution and the electorate rather than by some interest of some sections of the country to say, okay, no, 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 we can't let this person do this amount of time. We can't let this person do this amount of time. But quoting him further, he says, but this issue is for the future. For now, as people or as a people, we from the Middle Belt Forum believe Peter Obi because we know he is a man of integrity and he keeps his words. That's now waiting Ibi say, then talk. How does this make you feel? And what do you think say this one will mean for inside the election where Ibi say they come up? Especially understanding, say, one of the major reasons, one of the major demarketing tool for P2B right now, that's single term, because that's what is a problem for a lot of people. If I not had them to say, oh, don't worry, we'll believe you, but it's a problem to them. Now let me explain the game way they inside there. Remember, say one of the things we make they call good luck Jonathan to come back now because of this same thing. It's not because it will be hard to believe a politician or to believe a P2P that he has integrity. Remember Gaskia, President Muhammadu Buhari, person when they talk, say him be very honest man. I seen talk something, I saw in the drum. He promised he will do only one term too. Do you remember? He once also promised he would do only one term. So if somebody would they see as a very honest man as Buhari, go fit promise one term, then go back, go change in word, and no do that one term. Can't go do for second term. Then, now there the fear of Northerners they come from. It's not like it's difficult for them to throw their weight behind Peter Obi and say, we believe you, you do one term, after one term we'll get you out. No. But if their own son, where they know as somebody will get a lot of integrity, go fit promise say he go do only one term, then he do that one term finish. He not even let the one term to even finish safe. He don't they already canvas for another term. Even when during that one term, he spend a long time for hospital. When people go don't talk, say he suppose don't read in body, no, say in body no they strong and healthy enough to go for an election again further. But he stretched himself, he still went for election again. Even though say people look and then say na Atiku and Peter Obi win that election. But of course, the people were there in charge of the courts and people win the election. And people were there in control and they in charge of the courts. So the courts did what they did. Even though that case went to the tribunal, where did it turn? Where did it end to? Nowhere. Now business as usual. So maybe because somebody will be say get integrity, like President Muhammadu Buhari, fit open mouth talk, say, I will do only one term. And he end up not doing the one term. And this may be the greatest fear of Northerners. May they not get another situation at hand again. Remember, say one of the reasons why make be say they be not let good luck Ebele Jonathan to even do anything. They not let and they make sure it was, 2015 election was more like a coup against Jonathan. Because even people within his camp planned a coup against him. Why? Because they felt cheated. They not felt gravely cheated. One, their son, Yaradua, can't do only 2 years. He's sick. He died. And because of the law, he was compelled, Jonathan was compelled to, fill in the gap, take oath of office and continue from where Yaradua stopped. And then for 2011, they can't look and say, oh, Yaradua don't, good luck Ebele Jonathan don't try. Maybe we'll just vote for him, make it do one more term. So they allow. And then good luck, according to them, promised them he was going to do just one more term because after all, he has finished about 2 years of Yaradua. So he promised them he could only do one term. Somehow, people convinced good luck Jonathan again. And he went to contest election again. And PDP, in their naivety, gave him the ticket. Understanding, say, I don't give Olusegun Obasanjo PDP 2 times tickets in 1999, in 2003, when I give him tickets. You give Yaradua one term, he didn't complete it, he died, God rest his soul. And then you now give good luck Ebele Jonathan in 2011. Common sense supposed to, he said, they not now, don't they para. So that was exactly what happened. They not para, they no fit take him again. And then talk say no. So that was it was like a coup. It wasn't because, yes, they believed Buhari, he was a man of integrity. Apart from waiting, Ibi say they not themselves talk, saying that waiting make them bring them into politics because they won't stop OPC from taking the Yoruba people from taking back Kwara State from their hands, from putting, removing Fulani as the head, the traditional head of Kwara State. Apart from that, one of the reasons we vexed them past now, because if Jonathan had won that election, Jonathan would have done 10 years in office. Now, imagine person where he be said then come out because of saying he supposed don't do 10 years in office. That anger. So it will come be saying only him get the record of person we don't lead Nigeria democratically for 10 years. That same person now, 90 same northerners prefer as their candidate for 2027. It no shock you. It shock you, Abi. This same person now, 90 same northerners prefer as their candidate for 2011. Now, the drama at this, there are lots of conspiracy theories. Some people they talk say people from the presidency, the APC, they actually throw their weight behind Goodluck Ebele Jonathan because there's every possibility that if Goodluck Ebele Jonathan eventually comes into office, maybe win the election, and maybe Bola Ahmed Tinubu comes second, say then go use judiciary comot Jonathan. Then the second in command, the person who comes second, then go come carry first. Now, how they won't use judiciary comot them? Say then go say, oh, he don't take oath of office twice. Remember, he took oath of office when he was completing Yar'Adua's tenure, and now he can't take oath of office again when he win 2011 election. So he go don't take oath of office second time, going to the third time. So the fee use that clause now, use judiciary to comot them, and then the person will come second, will fee be Bola Ahmed Tinubu go come become person, we BC go come be president again. So any which way, when I don't vote for Tinubu. So I hear from the graveyard, say some people for APC actually they support a Jonathan in Jonathan candidacy for PDP. For them, it's like a lesser evil for them. But then let's also look at the other conspiracy theory about Jonathan's coming. So some people look at like say, Jonathan, or some part of Jonathan as they look at like say, if Jonathan comes in, he's one person that now one South will be seen as sure banker saying only do one term. Reason because make you know they like say, oh, them, their brother do 4 years. We will not feel the patient to allow South do their own 4 years. So make we just vote for somebody we will know, or make we just carry person we will know, say no matter waiting happen. Now 4 years gonna go in good do. Nothing will stop them from doing 4 years. To them, or to those particular group of people, it is any other Southerner but Tinubu. It is any other Southerner because they are hell bent. Those group of people, they bent on say we must come Tinubu for office. So to them, it's either any other Southerner but Tinubu. So those people feel say, okay, Jonathan can come, even though say he could be saying don't rule for 20 years. It no matter. We can do with that. We can manage that. We can manage that, and let's just let him do that time and go. But then the major question I say, why it be say people they terrified or find them difficult to believe a Peter Obi say he go do only 4 years. Again, a lot of people they look and say, now actually people of the APC, now they actually use them as a major campaigning strategy for Peter Obi. Why? Because not be saying he never talked this thing for 2023. Not be saying they know here and when he talk for the last election. But it was hard for them to refute that his claim or promise for 2023 because he no consigned them at that time. All of them get equal number of time, 8 years. So whether I'm being saying go do 4 years or you know consign them at that time. But it is more important now because if anything make not buy into Peter Obi 4 years agenda, it could be problem for Tinubu. So they will try to spoil the mind of the North as much as possible. The game is to spoil the North, their mind, spoil their mind as much as possible. Corrupt their mind, bias their mind as much as possible, not to even get close to believing what Peter Obi said, so that he no go get that chance of being re-elected, or being elected under the promise of that one-term agenda. Because if he they elected under that promise, it would be too bad because that's like a straight ticket. Remember, somebody said that no matter what happens, whether Buhari is alive or he's dead, that Tinubu would win all the North. But it is not business as usual. It would have been easier for President Tinubu if Buhari was alive because Buhari being a man of integrity and because of saying like in party, even if you know like and the thing is sweet and for mind, if he still just hold in hand, walk around North during election period. But now nobody will do that. I mean, Buhari is not alive to do that for him. So that means now other people then go down for him. Some very core people, they will be saying, no, they look like they're strong. Well, most of them or some of them, they don't fall out with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And who again he could look up to? Now, there's also the crisis that is likely going to come up between him and his deputy, Shettima. Because this whole idea, if you notice, the presidency, they're careful about managing Shettima, wahala. Because, say, they talk, say, they look for person who will take over from Shettima. Now, part of it make they want get Kwankwaso. So, by the way, we hear say Kwankwaso day on his way to joining APC. so that he go be President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's vice. I see they wonder how he go use be President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's vice after calling Obi Andrew's liver salt. How possible is that? But with the whole issue about Shetima and all that, managing it is very critical for the APC, because if they make am vex, it's either he works against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu openly or secretly. Even though say some people they look and like say no, he no gets electoral value. After all, waiting be the value when bring to the table. But whether you like them or not, there are people who will be sent who go give them pity, sympathy. We go give them sympathy. And because of that sympathy, it go day easier for them to join hand together with and campaign against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for North. We see what Sheyi, the son of the president, is doing a lot of empowerment program for the North and all that. Well, good luck, Jonathan did more than that. He do a lot of empowerment. He even build imaginary schools. He do make their mind see them. He abandoned Otuoke, his hometown, when no get road to reach there. He abandoned them. At the end of the day, did he please them? No. So the things that even though people, the things that Sheyi Tinubu they do, it go appease enough to sweat their mind, make them vote for him. Papa, that na question we be say will not get answer to. However, people they look and say, okay, remember say President Bola Ahmed Tinubu no be good luck Ebele Jonathan. So because he no be good luck Ebele Jonathan, no expect say make it be business like good luck Ebele Jonathan own. Make it happen the way good luck won't take happen. It may not happen like that. So all these nothing permutations will be say would they get or people they get they talk. But overall, it's a welcome development. Say the people that will make up the middle belt don't come together to talk. Say we go support Peter Obi. We go support him, because if most of those middle belt states them vote for Peter Obi, where he already has stronghold anyway, and then again for the Christian community for inside the other parts of the North support him, it's a win-win situation for him. But then I think him and his team also then get a lot of work to do, especially because there is a lot of deliberate campaign of calumny against him. And that idea now to bias people's mind, to spoil people's mind against his candidacy. And they need to work twice or thrice as hard to beat those games. Because you're playing with people that know how to use the media. They know the media. They invested in the media. And they know how to use the media. So you cannot be playing with those people and rely on obedience alone to be your referees, to help you. It's not good day possible. So you also would need to do more extra work so that you go fit meet them, match them in terms of these games where they say they play. So I think that, sincerely speaking, the Peter Obi's team have a lot of work to do in terms of how they handle in this whole smear campaign where they try to come up against them. I know say some of the obedience people then they up to the task by always following people back to back and all that. But is that enough? There must be, there's something called media footprint. There must be deliberate attempts to change the narrative of a wrong media footprint against your candidate. Especially this era where be say if anything happened, the first thing one I go talk about and say, where is the receipt? And they go bring one headline of one newspaper, bring us receipts. So what are his team doing to ensure what's the obedient group generally doing to ensure that they create a deliberate media footprint for him? A deliberate media footprint, so that when you Google about those particular things, not be just saying that the narrative of the APC or those people when they get those smear campaign, now in good day media, it go be beyond that their narrative. It go change to other things. I mean, there will be a rebuttal, really. So what are they doing? These are the games that needs to be played. I thought to do this quick live before I go run off. When we come back, I will give all the details of what don't happen with Miss Emanson case. She's been taken to court and being remanded in Kirikiri right now. That's the young lady we harass and assault and Ibom air hostess. And even though say a lot of people, they also blame the Ibom air hostess for perhaps waiting they go don't do to incite her, grieve her, to make her go that crazy. And then people also blame the Bomb Air for the handling. I mean, that girl was practically naked outside. And people, they look and say, I mean, we should have a better way to handle such conflicts instead of doing it in such a way that will cause the person that kind of embarrassment. Because as much as they may be right, but in a saner climb too, they go also share a bit of penalty for the way they handle the matter, we cause her to go naked. Especially when some people don't look at the footage, like say one of the air hostesses deliberately pull her cloth up to expose her breast. And that's the huge embarrassment. But we'll bring you all that details. She's been taken to courts, and from courts, she don't be remanded in prison, in Kirikiri prison right now. You can imagine a situation where you set out to travel, and from travel, just because of temper issues or one problem or the other, if the narrative that Ebom Air gave is correct, just turn off your phone instruction. Now, waiting lead to this incident. In case you never hear, the narrative now say, then tell her to turn off her phone. And of course, the normal boarding, takeoff procedure where be say air flight, they make announcement. And then it got, and then that later the air hostesses will be going around to check for people who have complied to that order. And then they went around, and that particular air hostess went around, checked, and noticed she hasn't complied to the order. And then she asked her to go ahead and turn off her device. In fact, I heard, according to the report or the statement where we say Bon Air put out, now actually a co-passenger we did the same seat with her and I get to collect her phone, turn them off. The team make her vex. Flights take off, then get a good flight. Coming down, she walked straight to the air hostess to accost the air hostess. And according to them, point hand and slap the air hostess. How dare you talk to me like that about switching off my own or stuff like that? And now dear, now the problem come out. So if that account of the incident is correct, first of all, say who they guilty first of all, now they go look. They go look and say, why was she so agree? First of all, why did she not obey the law? Saying that waiting. See, once you present yourself before an airline, you get all the right to obey all the protocols and everything what they tell you. It is your responsibility. On the other hand, if you even look through our criminal code self as it take be, Kwamwan was also in fact, Kwamwan should be facing 2 years imprisonment. Because according to the relevant section of the criminal code, Kwamwan, anybody will stop an aircraft, try to stop an aircraft from moving, supposed to face 2 years jail penalty. So that means a 6 month suspension when they even give Kwamwan, and just because of say na Kwamwan in B. That 6 months suspension was because it's Kwamwan. Kwamwan is even illegal. It's against our law. By our law, now 2 years imprisonment is supposed to get. And I didn't see any option of fine in that. Maybe I'll check again. 2 years imprisonment without an option of fine. Because like people rightly stated, in other countries, that will be interpreted as an act of terrorism. It will be interpreted as an act of terrorism. So it would have been something that you would have just gone to jail for day jail. So that's why people they talk. So when punish bad behavior so that it will serve as a deterrent against any other person we won't commit that crime. How people go use no say that crime, that's in no good, made a no good one. Because you don't punish bad behavior. If you look at the way the young lady was talking and the way she was saying, make I see who that air hostess mind. Make I see, I want to know. Like, she sounds like she has backing from somewhere. Maybe her papa, her uncle, or somebody, that one big man for politics. Because now only politics, they give us mind, and government, they give us people mind to use they do things like, do you know who I am? People also alleged, talk about from one case. If not that he has strong ties with the presidency, he perhaps not go get the mind to do it. If to say that when Buhari be president, if we're not do him, if they do him because of say then they closer to presidency. And that is what the problem is. So when we go stop this paddy thing, what would they do for government? At what point do we look at it and say no? And thank you so much for joining me. Thank you. Michael Okafor, thank you. Say you're watching from Ontario. And someone else is joining us from China. Michael Kantz Emmanuel from China. Thank you so much for joining me. Please kindly click on the subscription button, subscribe, like, and share. Please, it's very important. Kindly like and share. So for those of you joining me for the first time, I go live every evening. Usually not by this time, anytime from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. thereabouts. I go live every evening, most times with a guest. So we break down conversations around Nigeria. This guest will just, come in to analyze topical conversations across the polity generally, and that's what we do every day. And then in the normal place I go live and not here, I usually open phone lines so that people can call, either join the studio directly or joining to call on a WhatsApp number to add your thoughts and contributions. So I like to say a big thank you to all of you who's joining me for the first time. Again, now follow me like a village people. Now click on that subscription button, subscribe, and go across all my social media handles at Precious Enyi TV, not just in Facebook pages at Precious ENYI TV. Instagram is a Precious Enyi TV. Twitter is a Precious Enyi TV. All of them. TikTok Precious Enyi TV. So yeah. So going back to Kwamwan's case, Kwamwan would have been chilling in prison for 2 years now if the right thing were to be done in the country. If you say, would they do the right thing? And if you say, we'll do the right thing. If we just did prison, they chill. But why is he not chilling in prison? Because he get connection. So it be like saying that this our paddy kind of life and too much of respect. Where would they give people where get connection? Now they make this kind of thing they happen. And now they give people mind to go overboard to break the law because after all, then get Abraham as a father. So they know if he go hell at all. So again, if one situation was handled according to the law, maybe this person no go get mind to do that kind of thing. No matter how insane she is, if actually she's mentally okay, it may also be that she's going through a mental case or the other. You can't tell, right? So if actually she's mentally okay, because you really can't tell the problem that people have or people are going through. So we'll dissect more of that conversation as we speak right now. She's in Kirikiri chilling. It's so sad that a journey that she set out to come and play her baby girl life or whatever, because she was probably dressed and she was looking up baby girlish. And at the end of the day now there, from there, you don't even reach your house. From airport straight to court, from court to Kirikiri, but from airport to police, from police to court, from court to Kirikiri, straight, now they don't carry her go. It's very embarrassing. And this calls for us to also watch our temper. Don't let anybody make you do something where you be say you go look back tomorrow, contact yourself, say, ouch, did I really do that? Nobody is deserving of it. Nobody deserves to see that madness in you. Nobody deserves it. Sometimes that's when they say silence that golden. Sometimes not true. Sometimes the fact that you just walk away from every appearance of evil no make you a weak person. It doesn't make you weak. It actually makes you a bigger person. You would have saved yourself from a lot of stuff. You can't really tell. So it's very embarrassing. First of all, I'd like to say that how they get her naked and all that. I find that very, very embarrassing. Let me see if I can read through some messages very quickly before I go and prepare for the evening for my second live. So I'll be live again by 8 p.m., 8:30 p.m. thereabout. I'll be live by 8:30. Please ensure that you join us at 8:30. We'll be live again. As Kim Global Limited says, I also saw a video when the lady was asking the air hostess to allow her honor and they blocked her. Yeah. She wanted to disembark the air flight, the air hostess. Yeah, but according to the statement that the aircraft made now, they said that because she had already slapped the air hostess, immediately they landed. So now waiting make the no agree letter. The no letter. So because they had already called security and they needed to secure her for security to come. So that's why she didn't let her pass. Yeah, I saw that. Okay, Lord Luke and I see, appreciate it. Emenike Oliver says, any idiots that misbehave, he will come out to tender apology. That was the same way Jam Chairman Omole, hey, stop it now, did after causing more harm than good. Jam even try do well, self make Ibisa apologize to you. Why don't also get glitch? Why don't apologize anything? Why you see anybody face? You see why you come live, come apologize to you, say, oh, we get glitch. They just put out a statement there, and if you like, receive the statement. If you like, no receive them. They've moved on. Now they get wahala. And to be Paul, I see you. Hi to you too. Antonio Conta, hi. Thank you so much. Chijioke Aloma says, but the man has tendered an open apology. Why are you over stretching the issue? Excuse me, sir. He tendered an open apology. Did you also see the leaked audio where he was threatening the owner of Value Jets? Where he was saying that nobody does anything to him and goes scot-free, that the person must take the punishment. Did you see that? He tendered an apology because first of all, he said he didn't do anything wrong. Now, because of some people come begin cry, they talk, now make he can't tender the apology. So we should just let it be. So what about applying what exactly the law stated? If the law states in 2 years imprisonment, why you no go fit? It's too big to go prison for 2 years. It's too big. And like people will say, like waiting be this Fayoshe brother name talk. He said that if it was an Igbo man that did that thing now, would they just accept his apology? Or they will ensure that he faces the full wrath of the law? So you could be thinking about it now. One would say this kind of things. Let's also imagine if it was someone else involved. Michael Okafo says, good day, prayer, watching from Ontario. Well done. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Michael. And KIA says, when the girl is nobody, he's reminded without wasting time. But K1 did, reminded, yeah, but K1 did worse by standing in front of an airplane. Do you know that K1's incident would have actually hurt the people on board? Any small wahala like this, aircraft will face wahala, for Facebook, the thing for endanger other people's lives. At least this one, not only the air hostess life, now she endanger, now she threaten. But K1 own for endanger other people's lives. And you're saying we should just keep quiet about it. Now. Adidiro Apara says, hello, Madam Precious. Thank you. I appreciate you. Igbo man says, if not Peter Obi, let Tinubu continue. Chingitim says they suspended Peter Obi in 2020. Sorry, they supported Peter Obi in 2023. Of course, I know Middle Belt Forum did. Obi Igwe says, hi, I appreciate you. Naj says, well done, Precious, to all your wonderful work, all your wonderful work. You are really helping us in the diaspora, getting the information that we'll need in Nigeria will be, you say Obi will be a tsunami in 2027. Well done. It's not tsunami by mouth. You should put in the work. You should put in the work. Hey, remember that Tinubu is not. See, I had said this before, but for the benefit of those who may be joining me for the first time, I'll repeat it again. I do not think that the people in power, not just in Nigeria, in Africa generally, see what's going on in Ivory Coast now. You know what's going on in Ivory Coast, Abby? Person won't go back again for fourth time and then disqualify the major opposition person, make no contest again. That is just the character of most African leaders. That is the character of most African leaders. And you people take it. You people take it. So this is not just about Nigeria. See, I mean, now, Paul Biya now of Cameroon is contesting election again. Now tell me at 90-something years old, will you tell me that a normal Cameroonian go open in Korokoro, I say now, Paul Biya they vote for, if the election was going to be free and fair. And then the major opposition, they go on disqualify them. This is the gimmicks. This is the game. That's what they always do. That's what they always do. So the problem is not whether in a free and fair election, if P2B will win. It would have been a tsunami if election would be free and fair. If Buhari, with all his integrity and body language during the election, that sounded like he was willing to do the right thing, and even more, use a mouth talk and say people no go win election through money bags and all that at that time. He said it, and people believe that he was really ready to put himself on the map and do a free and fair election. If the election ended the way it ended under his watch, then much less the person where they power, where get all the apparatus of government for in hand, where they're in control of everything, you expect him to fail. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu never failed an election before. And don't tell me because all those elections they free and fair, and making the past elections. So there's a lot of work to be done. A lot of work to be done. Because the judiciary, the electoral empire itself, all of them, they in hand. It is like that across the world. So this is not accusing the president. This is like that. Person where they in charge now, they not being the appoint CJN, not being the appoint INEC chairman. So everything they in hand. As long as everything they in hand, it's easier for him. It was harder for him in 2023. He even shouted out at some point. He screamed when he said they are stopping everything, they're changing money, they're reprinting money, they're stopping fuel, they're doing that, they're doing that. Remember, at some point it was difficult for him. So if at a time he did not have power, he still managed to win. Imagine at the time when he say he can't get the power, can't be in control. He say he won't win him. And some people don't look and say the thing that may happen is no matter what, whether people voted on, people are not even this is not using Nigeria as a case study, but I'm just telling you generally from what my experience be in terms of political analysis for Africa generally. The idea is not because people will vote the leader in or out. The idea is not because of vote. The idea is just announce this person a winner. The rest of you contest it, go to court. When you go court, waiting court talk. Now you sabi. So the idea is first of all, announce the results. Let's announce the results first of all, no matter what happens. Announce the result. That was exactly what they did to you guys in 2023. I mean, you saw a video footage now coming out, a phone conversation coming out about an IT engineer coming to tell you that what happened that day was that the server was switched off. It was switched off, and that results were manually imputed into the server. It was switched off. Maybe that's the reason why till today, imagine a situation where something happened. A thing like that will change the narrative of the country, will shake the country happen. Till today, the electoral empire never deemed them fit to even call for forensic examination on what caused that glitch. They only told you they had a glitch. It's either you take it or leave it, or go to hell. It's only a glitch that telling you that happened. But they've not deemed it fit to come and explain to you exactly the nature of glitch. Because if they explain, people will sabi, then go know, and then go analyze them. Even Amazon, the people then will be say, sabi these sites in and all that. They came out and told you that there was no glitch. They told you there was no glitch experienced. But the empire where they in chat tell you say there was a glitch. Whose would you believe? Or whose opinion would you believe? You can believe people where tell you say glitch been there now. Abi. So, and the glitch is what has kept you where you are today. So the idea is announce this person winner first. That may be what would happen. So what would you guys do if it happens? All right. I'm not saying anything. I just like to say a big thank you to everyone. Let me see. Udo Kama Mbagu. Thank you. Middle belt is not a tribe. Did you hear what I said earlier? I'm sure if you heard what I said, you will understand. I said Middle Belt Forum. I didn't talk, I'm saying in the back, Peter Obi. Ngozi, I see you. Thank you so much. Hi, Tracy. Tracy, it's been a long time. Where have you been? I've not been seeing you. Kenechuku Mbanefo. Thank you so much. I see you guys. I see you guys. I love you guys and I appreciate you so much. So yeah, Aditokumbo says, greetings from Belgium. Thank you. Thank you so much. Charles Oji. If course, he said, of course, the empire was the glitch by itself. Gab says, Precious, do you want to give us? Do you want us? Do you want to give up and wait till 2030? Do I want you guys to give up? Give up, go where? Give up, go where? Give up, go where? It's not giving up. Oh. I mean, I started doing this because I want to create electoral awareness, make people understand political awareness, let people understand what's happening in politics in Nigeria. Say before now, people need to put their mind for waiting to happen for inside politics because I think they just feel like the language of presentation is a bit too big for them, so they feel uninterested. Instead, they'll go watch football or watch Big Brother Niger and all that. But I'm happy now that with the level of awareness that even though see there's Big Brother Niger going on, people are still interested in politics. So I kind of like that a lot. And I believe that if we continue like this, we continue to create the desired awareness. Biggie, what you call me? APC woman leader. You never tire. That name I don't resign that name. I don't hand over that name. Come out. I don't throw since. Ah, okay, all right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Okay, so we hope that nothing will happen to the IRF portal this time around. It's everybody on a must join on a hand together. See, this country, it won't take a messiah to make it happen or to make it work. It takes us. The country is where all of on a day with it work. Now the citizens now make them work. I think they determine say their country is good work. So it will take your dedication and your determination to make your country work. And we must learn to put in the work. A big thank you to all of you. See you again by 8:30 p.m. tonight. Let me just anchor here, the ship here. I see you 8:30 tonight. I have a few errands to run, so I just thought to come and do a quickie here so that I'll run my errand and then come back at 8:30 for us to talk proper. Then we'll open phone lines and then we'll have us join the conversation. I love you guys so much. I'll see you in the evening, 8:30. Don't forget, 8:30 tonight. We're going live again. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Protect your mental health until I see you next time. I love you, right? Good night. No, good night. Goodbye for now. See you. Bye.